What do I do if I have to go out to eat? What do I order? How do I eat out with my family or friends? What if I have to travel? Stay tuned, we're gonna chat all about that. Hey y'all, hey, it's Erica with Time to Shrink. I wanted to talk about going out to eat / traveling soon after VSG surgery. Now, I have kids who do soccer and we travel all the time. So within the first week after my surgery, I was traveling. Let me share what I would suggest in the first couple weeks, then I'll share what works later on down the road. So in those first few weeks, if you have to go out, the things that I would suggest is find pre-made protein drinks that you enjoy. Now, don't stock up ahead of surgery, because what you like ahead of surgery, you may not like after surgery, y'all. But this is the one that I ended up liking. It's called Iconic Protein. I was really happy with the ingredients and everything in this. Anyways, at a restaurant, we tended to go places that would have a soup on the menu. Thai places in particular worked really well for us. What I would do is I would take Gene Pro, pre-packaged Gene Pro, into these little 2-ounce containers with lids that I would travel with. I would just make a bunch of them depending on how long I'm going, of the 2-ounce containers. I would plop one of these Gene Pro containers in my purse. When we got to the restaurant, I would order a soup. You could order just like wonton soup or something like that, or you can even tell them that you just want the broth. Pretty much every restaurant's gonna have chicken broth or some kind of soup broth. So they all were really, really good to me about that. So they would bring the soup. The soup sometimes is piping hot. If it's too hot, the Gene Pro can curdle. So here's what I do. I have a tip for that. What you do is you open your little 2-ounce container, you take a spoon of water, and you put a little bit of water straight from somebody's drink, your drink, whatever. Put a spoon of the water, stir it up, and then take a spoon of the soup, put it in there, stir it up. One more spoon of the soup, stir it up till it's nice and stirred up. Then I pour that into the cup of soup and stir it up. There you have 30 grams of protein in the soup. You're eating like everybody else is. You feel normal, and you just take sips of that, tiny little spoons, over and over and over. I did that from day 4. We were in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I went out to dinner with my husband in Mexico. I got the tortilla soup. I did that exact procedure. I've done that many times. It always works. So when I was traveling those first few weeks, these 2 things got me through it. So I had my Gene Pro, I had my protein shake, and then I had just my regular water that I would sip on. And that worked really, really well for me. When I got a little bit farther out and was doing coffee, I would take little things of protein powder to add to my coffee. So I would have coffee with protein powder all mixed up. That would be my morning beverage. And then I would do the Gene Pro and the shakes later in the day. Super, super easy. It is not hard to travel early on. Okay, so what about when it's farther out and you're actually eating real food? I have a few tips for restaurants. I really enjoy going out to eat with people, because when you're in a group and everybody's talking and the focus is not on your food anymore, you can talk to everybody, you can really enjoy your time. What I tend to do is order either an appetizer or ask them to bring my meal at appetizer time. That way it gives me the whole meal to eat that little bit. If you wait until everybody else's is served, as slow as we need to eat, you're not going to be able to eat even what you would like to eat necessarily. I have found it super helpful to have them go ahead and bring my food early. I am not one to say don't bring me a drink. I try to fit into the restaurant and what everybody else is doing, not stand out like, hey, I'm a weight loss patient, I need you to do all these special things for me. I'm just not into that. So when everybody orders drinks, I just get a water. I don't drink it, it just sits there, but I just get a water. One place we go a lot is Longhorn. There you can get like a steak and a crab cake. Well, I could eat part of the crab cake while they eat the steak. Or another thing that I love to get is appetizer of chicken wings, as long as they're not spicy. I personally can't do spicy. Some people are fine with that. I'll get chicken wings. It comes early, and then I can eat on 2 chicken wings over the next 30-40 minutes while everybody else does their thing, and I'm just chatting and talking, and I have food in front of me like everybody else, and it's no big deal. And I tend to find it's easier even to eat slowly when I'm in a group and talking to everybody versus here at home by myself. I have to remind myself to eat slowly because I don't know anybody that I'm talking to or interacting with all day during the day. I'm home by myself, and it's so easy for me to eat too fast. I do such a better job when I'm at a restaurant surrounded by people. So it's really not hard. It's really not daunting. I have one last tip, and this comes from my friend Erin at My Level 10 Life. If you see this, girl, I love you, and you know I love this tip from you. We can eat so little, right? So this applies at home too, but especially when you're out. Erin has this 1 to 10 scale. 1 being really awful food, 10 being the best food you can imagine, okay? What she says is if the food is not an 8 or greater, don't eat it. And that has helped me so much because I tend to have always eaten fast, and I tend to have always just shoveled whatever in. Even if I didn't like it, I just ate it. Well, we can eat so little, y'all. We need to have things that are enjoyable. So if you taste something and it's just really not good, don't waste those bites on that. Just be done with it. It's not a big deal. If something is really, really good, enjoy it, savor it, because you eat so slowly and we have to chew things so many times. Take your time and enjoy it and savor it, and it will just make the whole process more enjoyable. I hope this was helpful, y'all. I will check back in with y'all again soon. Bye, y'all.